More team coverage now in the aftermath of last week's blizzard.
Now, perhaps one of the biggest challenges in Acadia in the wake of the storm was snow removal. News 15's Will Heron shows us with no plows in their arsenal, LCG had to get creative.
After a once-in-a-lifetime snowstorm event, Lafayette needed to get the roads cleared. First and foremost, emergency vehicles needed to get to where they needed to get going. Now, with no snow plows in the LCG arsenal, they needed to get creative.
The forecast started coming in over the weekend. I mean, they were talking about it before then, but the weekend it started to get real that we were going to get more snowfall than this area had ever seen in well over 100 years.
Warren Abity, the LCG Public Works Director, initially secured 15 pieces of equipment such as road graders and front-end loaders that could be utilized as makeshift plows. But Abity knew he'd likely need more. So he reached out to local contracting companies and a Texas-based disaster recovery business for 15 more pieces of equipment that could be utilized to plow streets.
We ended up with 7 crews. I know that that equipment could move a lot of earth because that's what we typically use it for. There's no reason to believe that it couldn't move a lot of snow. But, I think this operation, not knowing what to expect probably went as good as I could have imagined.
Once the snow stopped falling, the first goal was to get the key roadways clear for emergency access to hospitals so that ambulances and other vehicles wouldn't get stuck. Next up, Lafayette Public Works targeted getting 5 lane roads opened so that at least one lane was drivable. And then the focus shifted to connector roads, bringing in traffic to the city of Lafayette from outlying communities such as Scott, Youngsville, and Carencrow. Public work employees slept at their facility in between plowing shifts.
I think a big part of the story is that we were dealing with something that was so unprecedented to us that I didn't know what to expect, right? I was going to get my hand on as many pieces of equipment as available. Like I said, we ended up with 30.
The crews took a 2-pronged approach to the removal. First, they would have the road graders come through and break up the snow. After that, the front-end loaders would follow behind, pushing it off the road. I'm Will Heron, News 15.